Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and this was another one sent to me by one of my babies, Mr. Michael Lopez. Last week he didn't send it to me last week, but I finally got around to reacting to it last week. But he had me react to the video Wake Up in the Philippines, all of the tourism ads for many of the islands in the Philippines, and the country is gorgeous. We already knew this. Filled with gorgeous people, gorgeous looking food, gorgeous landscapes, just gorgeousness all around. But another one that he had sent me around the same time, and then after I reacted to that, he commented, it's like, hey, now you need to react to 8 Days in the Philippines. So that's what we're here to do. We're going to react to 8 Days in the Philippines and see what else I can learn before I head on over there. When am I heading over there? I don't know. But me and Synergic, if y'all don't know Synergic, he's one of my favorite reactors here. I've mentioned him a number of times. He also reacts to a bunch of BL series like I do as well. But he and I went back and forth talking about planning our trip to go over to the Philippines, film some mukbang videos, and we're just gonna have us a good little time. When? I don't know. But at some point, I'll make it over there, hopefully, in life. Maybe after Rona dies down a little bit more, but we're just gonna dive into this video and see what it's all about. 8 Days in the Philippines in 8 minutes.
So I'm traveling today to
Hello.
this country called the Philippines.
Well, aren't you just delicious?
Tagline is, it's more fun in the Philippines. The taxi to the airport, fun. Boarding the plane, fun. Leaving the plane is even more fun. Getting your local SIM card is finally fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
The Uber to the hotel, welcome to the Philippines. Check in at your hotel,
Welcome to the Philippines!
buying a McDonald's here is also fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
I love their hats.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Subway,
Welcome to the Philippines!
a corporate job, still fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Traffic jams are also more fun in the Philippines if you're not in the car.
I was gonna say.
So fun in the Philippines that if you go and ask random people to smile, smile, they will smile back. Even security guards. Smile.
Hello.
Welcome to the Philippines! Just 1 minute! See you tomorrow!
Okay.
I want to see if I can have food, water, shelter for the whole day for $0.00 here in Manila. I gave up my valuables, my drone, and my entire wallet and checked out of the hotel to hit the streets. It's a bad idea. I cannot
Yes.
take buses or taxis. I cannot eat out. But what I can do is rely on people's generosity.
For water, I say I'm thirsty.
Thank you. I'm Muslim. I'm also Muslim. That's why the people is very thirsty. What's better to give?
For food, I say I lost my wallet and leave.
You ran after me.
Yes.
Why? I'm hungry.
So I'm just sharing my blessings.
Unbelievable. But for shelter, this is a bit hard.
I say I'm stranded. I ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and then I meet this guy.
What happened to you? I mean,
It's a long story.
He takes me in, buys me food, offers me his home, gives me his bed, and doesn't even want to be filmed.
There is still good in this world.
Goodness.
that's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's sweet. I don't know if I'm letting nobody.
I don't like
I've had too many
That's
experiences
why I
with
like
people
the
I've let to my
Philippines.
house.
It's very cheap.
Not trusting
a
anymore.
full day tour at this island will cost you $20 and maybe $25 for this one. A haircut for $17 in Hong Kong. Here you can get it for $1. An Uber ride for 1 hour will cost you $3. Welcome to the Philippines. A romantic date for 2 will set you back $15. Now, you're not gonna go on a date, island hop, and get a haircut every single day. But what I think you might like to do is drink. It's so cheap in the Philippines that this bottle of rum costs $1.10. For that price, I can buy 30 bottles to get the whole village drunk for the price of 2 cocktails in New York City.
Child.
Enjoy. And the best part is that while you drink your cheap drinks, you can make friends with locals because they all speak English in here.
I love this concept of 1 day being 1 minute in the video. And I love this. Hello. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Praise Jesus.
These islands are gorgeous, but watching it from your phone, you will get bored after
hello.
5 seconds. So let me tell you what makes this place incredible.
Tell me
Above
about
water, it's heaven on earth even when there is no sun. But it's not just what's above the water and on the water that's beautiful, it's also what's hiding underneath.
I feel like you just shouldn't wear a shirt for the rest of this video, but that's just me.
And a gigantic fish that does not give a damn about you. There is a Japanese shipwreck hiding right under your feet. And if salt water isn't really your style, there's always a lake hiding behind these rocks that'll take your breath.
That water's gorgeous.
That's why this place is incredible.
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. If there's one mountain you get with, it's the Mayon volcano.
She's standing in a perfect cone structure at 2,463 meters high, which is 65% of her sister Mount Fuji in Japan and 3 times that of Burj Khalifa in Dubai. But it's not her appearance and height that make her so majestic. It's her personality. Mayon is shy. She is so shy, she hides behind the clouds all the time. In fact, some say her husband are the clouds. And when you finally see her, she is beautiful.
That's insane.
She's angry. That tip of hers erupts every 3 to 5 years. That is deadly angry. But best of all, she is perfect. The most perfect human being nature has to offer. That's Mayon. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. For the past 5 days, I've only stayed in the richest parts of the Philippines. And so it's easy for me to believe that all of the Philippines looks like this. But it's not. Only 1 cab ride away from here, you arrive here, at the Trash Mountain, where people live in such extreme poverty that the air is unpleasant to smell. But this isn't just this area. 25% of the Philippines live under the poverty line. It's incredible that under the same city roof, you can lunch like this and dinner like this. Green stuff coming from the ground means it's beautiful nature. In this case, it means there's so much trash piled on top of each other that it formed a mountain where actual people live and plants started to grow. The country's tagline is, "It's more fun in the Philippines," but I think a more appropriate one is, "It's more fun in 75% of the Philippines."
1 minute, see you tomorrow!
I said it before and I'm gonna say it again, the Philippines is cheap, which means you don't need many dollars to come here and see this piece of beauty. But it also means you don't need many dollars to help those that need help. It's so cheap in here that we can buy this burger with meat and all for 20 cents. 20 cents. And for that price, you can buy 1,000 of these burgers without breaking the bank. And in a place where people are so poor that trash forms an actual mountain, you can form an actual mountain of food for the price of 1 average hotel stay in New York City. And with that, you can feed up to 1,000 people.
It's fantastic.
Yes, cheap prices mean better tourism, but it also means it's not that hard or expensive to help those in need. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow! Yes! Hi, it's my last day in the islands of the Philippines. I'm sad, but here is everything that I like about this country. Go! It's a country with more than 7,000 islands, which means this and this and this exist here. This volcano and this volcano also exist here. The prices, they are so cheap you can get a whole village drunk or another poor village fed without breaking the bank. But reality is, in some parts, poverty is so extreme, people live on top of a trash mountain or at a graveyard with the dead. But you can Google all of the above. What you cannot Google, however, are the people. They will be generous, they will feed you, and they will host you without knowing you. They will build good startups, and they will party like crazy. But best of all, they will be your friend. Real friends. The country's tagline is, "It's more fun in the Philippines." But I don't like that. A better term is, "There's more love in the Philippines."
Bye-bye, lads. That's 1 minute.
See you tomorrow! Yes! Thank you!
I adore this concept. I adore how it was executed. I adore everything about it. Yes, the tourism ads that I reacted to, Wake Up in the Philippines, gave just such a great overview of the beauty and all of the activities that take place in the Philippines, but this was like a real life someone's account of how they spent their time in the Philippines. And I love that it wasn't just here's all the pretty things to look at, here's all the fun stuff to do. They actually took the last couple days to say, hey, it's not just about the tourism, it's not just about this. These are the people, these are people in need, and just because you're seeing all this fun and excitement online, just because you're seeing all this fun and excitement being showcased, doesn't mean that this place isn't just like your country. Doesn't mean that it's just not like every other country. They have people living below the poverty line. They have people who are poor and struggle to feed themselves, struggle to take care of themselves. Everywhere has these kinds of people, and it's up to us to help in whatever way we can. So I love that he took the time to say, hey, and to give an actual like comparison and like, hey, you can do all of this for this little bit of money, and look at all of these people that it could help. So things are super cheap here in the Philippines. You don't have to break the bank to do anything, and since it's super cheap, you can have so much fun, and you can help so many people with just a very minimal amount of money. And it is just, I think that is just such a fantastic idea, that's such a fantastic sales pitch. Like, if I didn't want to go to the Philippines already, like, I'd want to go now, just with like $100 in my pocket. Like, all right, who can take me to the mountain? Get me some food. Who can I get food for? Like it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Such a well done video, such a well done concept. I love the idea of, again, having it 8 days in 8 minutes, each minute representing a particular day, and just showcasing a different aspect of the country. And I'm sure there's so many more other aspects that could be done, because like we said, there's like 7,000 islands in the Philippines. There's so much to see, so much to do, so many people, and yeah, it's just a very well done video, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I mean, I was enjoying it to begin with, but then once we got to the last 2 days and he, ventured off into like the real people, the real locals who are living, it's just excellent job, excellent video. So thank you, Michael, for this suggestion. Again, I don't know when the hell I'm gonna get over to the Philippines, because, well, I work 7 billion jobs and I don't have a lot of free time, and we're in the midst of a global pandemic still. Things might have dialed down a little bit. There might be vaccines out there, but we're still in the midst of a global pandemic. It hasn't died down yet. Wash your hands, keep your distance when you can. If you haven't been vaccinated, wear your mask. Still take safe precautions and whatnot. But yeah, maybe when things die down a little bit more and, travel becomes a little bit safer, maybe me and Synergic, we'll come together and we'll, have us a good old time. But yeah, beautiful country you guys have over there, and can't wait. But hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.